WWE's most controversial moments. What they don't want you to see. Controversy has always been at the heart of WWE, both in and out of the ring. From shocking betrayals to tragic accidents, some moments have pushed the boundaries of what fans thought was possible. And some of those moments, well, WWE rather you forget. Undoubtedly, throughout the years, we've witnessed incredible feats of athleticism, but behind the action, there's a darker side. A darker side that they do not want you to see. But in this video, we will be seeing them. So here are the top 10 most controversial moments in WWE they do not want you to see. Now, before we jump into these wild moments, why not take a second to subscribe to the channel? Hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our deep dives into the world of wrestling. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Perfecto. Number 10. The Montreal Screwjob. Even if you're a casual WWE fan, you've probably heard about this one. It all went down at the 1997 Survivor Series in Montreal, Canada, where Bret the Hitman Hart was defending his WWE Championship against Shawn Michaels. Hart was set to leave WWE for rival promotion WCW, and despite his contract ending, he had been assured by Vince McMahon that he wouldn't lose the title in front of his home crowd. But what actually happened left everyone in shock. During the match, Shawn Michaels locked Bret in the sharpshooter, a move Bret himself had made famous. But here's the catch. Hart never tapped out. But suddenly, the bell rang, and the match was declared over. Michaels was awarded the WWE Championship, leaving Bret and the entire arena stunned. But what we didn't know was that Vince McMahon, sitting at ringside, had secretly ordered the referee to end the match, effectively screwing Bret out of his title. This was so crazy that this moment is still debated to this day. Number 9. But let's tone it down a bit. See, when it comes to legendary streaks in WWE, none are more iconic than The Undertaker's undefeated WrestleMania streak. For over 2 decades, the Phenom had gone undefeated at the grandest stage of them all, until Brock Lesnar stepped into the picture. At WrestleMania 30 in 2014, fans expected to see The Undertaker extend his streak to an incredible 22-0. However, what they got instead was one of the most shocking moments in WWE history. Brock Lesnar, after hitting a devastating third F5, pinned The Undertaker for the 3 count.
Hooks the leg! The streak is over!
Ending the streak at 21-1. The reaction from the crowd was pure disbelief. You could hear a pin drop in the stadium as fans sat in stunned silence. They just couldn't believe what they had just witnessed. The idea that it could be broken by someone as controversial as Lesnar was unthinkable. But, well, it happened. Number 8. This takes us to that one moment that blurred the line between fiction and reality. CM Punk's now legendary pipe bomb promo from 2011. It was raw, it was real, and it was exactly what fans didn't expect. On June 27, 2011, during the episode of Monday Night Raw, CM Punk sat cross-legged at the top of the entrance ramp and delivered a scathing, no-holds-barred speech that left fans speechless. Punk tore into WWE management, calling out Vince McMahon, Triple H, John Cena, and even the company's questionable business practices.
John Cena, while you lay there, hopefully as uncomfortable as you possibly can be, I want you to listen to me. I want you to digest this, because before I leave in 3 weeks, I don't hate you, John. I don't even dislike you. I do like you. I like you a hell of a lot more than I like most people in the back. I hate this idea that you're the best, because you're not. I'm the best. I'm the best in the world. One thing you're better at than I am, and that's kissing Vince McMahon's ass. You're as good as kissing Vince's ass as Hulk Hogan was. He's a pretty good ass kisser. Always was and still is. I'm breaking the fourth wall. I am the best wrestler in the world. Vilified and hated since that day because Paul Heyman saw something in me that nobody else wanted to admit. That's right, I'm a Paul Heyman guy. You know who else was a Paul Heyman guy? Brock Lesnar. And he's split, just like I'm splitting, but the biggest difference between me and Brock is I'm going to leave with the WWE Championship. For almost 6 years, I have proved to everybody in the world that I am the best on this microphone, in that ring, even at commentary. Nobody can touch me.
This moment sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. Fans were left questioning whether Punk had actually gone off script, airing his grievances live on national television. Or was this a planned segment to stir engagements? Interestingly, the realism of his words resonated with viewers, many of whom had similar complaints about WWE's product at the time. It wasn't long before the promo earned CM Punk the nickname the Pipe Bomb, due to the explosive nature of his statement. However, it was later revealed that the Pipe Bomb was a pre-planned shoot, with WWE management giving Punk a free pass to say whatever he wanted, knowing full well it would captivate the audience. And even though CM Punk eventually left WWE in 2014, the Pipe Bomb remains one of the most talked about promos in wrestling history. Number 7. Back in 1996, professional wrestling was all about maintaining the illusion that everything happening in the ring was real. Well, they maintained this illusion until May 19, 1996, when the unexpected happened. On May 19, 1996, during a live event at Madison Square Garden, WWE superstars Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Kevin Nash, and Scott Hall, collectively known as The Clique, did something unprecedented. After a match, the four men who were supposed to be playing bitter enemies broke character and embraced in the ring, saying goodbye to Nash and Hall, who were leaving WWE for WCW. This moment completely shattered the good guy versus bad guy illusion that WWE had spent decades building. WWE management was furious. Vince McMahon was bitter. How could that have happened? Since Nash and Hall were leaving, they escaped punishment, but Triple H, the lowest-ranking member of the Clique, took the full brunt of the backlash. His planned push in the company was halted, and he was demoted to the bottom of the card. Well, pathetic. Anyways. Number 6. Here's something gorier. You know, there are moments in WWE that stand out for their impact on storylines, but there are also moments that shake the entire industry to its core. The tragic death of Owen Hart at WWF's Over the Edge in 1999 was one such moment. On May 23, 1999, Owen Hart was performing as the Blue Blazer, even after it was clear that Owen had suffered fatal injuries. Wait a minute, how? And even worse is that, till today, Owen Hart's death is rarely acknowledged by WWE. His family, especially his wife Martha Hart, has been vocal about WWE's role in the accident, and, in turn, WWE has refused to allow Owen to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame as a result. Number 5. Now, you will agree that the Royal Rumble is usually one of the most exciting events in WWE. But in 2014 and 2015, the excitement turned into frustration and even anger, as fans felt their voices weren't being heard.
For the love of God, let it be Daniel Bryan.
In 2014, the returning Dave Bautista was pegged as the heavy favorite to win the Royal Rumble. But there was a problem. Fans wanted Daniel Bryan, a massive fan favorite at the time, to get his WrestleMania moment. Now, what's the big issue? Bryan wasn't even in the match. So, when Bautista won, the crowd erupted in boos. It was clear that the WWE Universe wasn't happy with the company's decision to push Bautista over Bryan, who they believed deserved the spotlight. Trust me, the immediate and intense boos are something WWE never wants anyone to see again. Number 4. The fans wanted Bryan to be celebrated, but the WWE thought otherwise. Now, approximately 3 years later, WWE suffered another celebration scandal. In 2018, WWE's attempt to celebrate a wrestling icon turned into a PR nightmare when they announced the Fabulous Moolah Memorial Battle Royal. What was intended to honor one of the most decorated women's champions in WWE history quickly unraveled into a full-blown controversy. To WWE, Moolah was seen as a trailblazer, a dominant force in women's wrestling for decades. She was the longest reigning women's champion and had a significant impact on the industry. However, what WWE probably didn't know was that Moolah had a dark past, and as soon as the announcement was made, allegations about this dark past began to resurface, almost overshadowing the event itself. The major question was, how and why would WWE honor someone with such a controversial past? Did they find answers? Well, things escalated quickly when one of WWE's main sponsors, Snickers, was drawn into the controversy. Fans directly reached out to the candy giant, demanding they take action. And it worked. Snickers publicly condemned the decision to name the Battle Royal after Moolah, putting pressure on WWE to act. Just days before WrestleMania, WWE relented, removing Moolah's name from the match and renaming it the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal. Hoof! Victory! Ha ha! Number 3. This makes us travel many years back to Vince McMahon's use of the N-word.
Now I'm trying to take care of business. Keep it up, I'm a nigga!
Even for a company that thrives on controversy, there are certain lines that should never be crossed. But in 2005, WWE Chairman Vince McMahon did just that, delivering one of the most shocking and tone-deaf moments in WWE history, when he casually used the N-word on live television.
Tell me, he didn't just say that.
During the 2005 Survivor Series, Vince appeared in a backstage segment where he crossed paths with John Cena. In an attempt at humor, McMahon, trying to sound cool, dropped the N-word in front of the cameras.
Keep it up, I'm a nigga!
To make things even more uncomfortable, Booker T, an African-American wrestler, was part of the segment, and the camera cut to his shocked reaction as McMahon walked away. At the time, the segment didn't receive the kind of backlash you'd expect. However, in 2015, when WWE cut ties with Hulk Hogan for making racist comments, fans were quick to point out the hypocrisy. As expected, social media lit up with clips of Vince using the racial slur, demanding an explanation for why he never faced consequences for his actions. To manage the fallout, WWE attempted to defend the moment as satire, likening it to scripted TV shows and movies. But for many, this explanation wasn't enough. And even though the segment has been quietly removed from WWE's archives, fans haven't forgotten. But does WWE want you to remember? Hell no. Number 2. In that same 2005, WWE again crossed a dangerous line with the Muhammad Hassan character. Muhammad Hassan was introduced as a villainous Arab-American character who felt persecuted in post-9/11 America.
Right up until 9/11. After 9/11, I was forced to open my eyes to the truth.
The character itself was already controversial, but WWE took it to a whole new level when Hassan's storyline began incorporating terrorists under television, and WWE never attempted to revisit the storyline. Number 1. And finally, we have WWE's sexual and offensive storylines, the Attitude Era. While the Attitude Era is celebrated for its edgy content, many of the sexual and offensive storylines from that time haven't aged well and remain very controversial to this day. One of the most infamous storylines was Mark Henry's transformation into sexual chocolate during the late 1990s. While it started as comedic relief, the character quickly devolved into tasteless and inappropriate territory. Henry's on-screen romance with Mae Young, an elderly female wrestler, led to one of the most disturbing segments ever when Young gave birth to a hand. A hand? Well, let's leave it at that. Then, there was the storyline involving Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. In one of the segments, Triple H revealed that he had drugged Stephanie, taken her to a drive-thru chapel, and married her without her consent. While it was later revealed that Stephanie had been in on the act for weeks, the storyline played out as a disturbing depiction of non-consensual actions, something that drew significant criticism even at the time. Now, these two were enough reasons for WWE to flip the switch. But did they? WWE didn't stop there. In 2004, Kane was involved in a storyline where he forcibly impregnated fellow wrestler Lita. The storyline saw Lita emotionally devastated and manipulated, with fans left feeling uncomfortable watching such a personal and serious issue turned into a wrestling angle. Unsurprisingly, this storyline is now viewed as one of WWE's most offensive creative decisions to date. And there you have it, some of the most controversial moments in WWE history that they do not want you to know about or remember. But as fans, of course, we remember everything and anything. Haha. So, which of these moments do you think was the most shocking? Do you think WWE has learned from its past mistakes, or are there more controversies to come? Don't hesitate to share your thoughts with us in the comments below. And before you go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you're the first to know when we share the next exciting video. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.